Hi, Jackie here with my layout for A Little Magpie using Simple Story, Simple Vintage, Fresh Snow collection. I've already been through the collection and sorted out which papers I want to use. So the 12 by 12 sheet I'm going to use as my base is called Cabin Fever. I've also got this piece of blue snowflake paper called Chasing Snowflakes from the 6 by 8 pad. I've cut apart some tags from the tag sheet, and I'm just basically now just going to go through and put my layout together without actually sticking anything down. So this is how I normally do a layout. So if I'm not off camera, if I'm not videoing, sorry, I'll do my layout like this. I'll put it all together and then I'll take a photograph using my camera, and then I can remember where I've put all the elements. You'll see as I go along that because I'm using my my phone to video, I do forget where all the elements go, and there's a lot of pulling things up and trying to tuck things in and having to cut things down to size. So I've left that in. I've left some of that in just to show you that the process is not as always as simple as it might seem. So I've just got all these elements. I've been through all the bits and pieces that I've got and the die cut packs that I got with this collection. I'm just creating some layers, being able to stick some of these little tag sheets, tuck them behind, just so that they show up on the outside. I've also got two of the paper doilies just to give it some more texture to my page. That I use on the left and the right. I do end up cutting them down because you'll see in a minute how I forgot that I was going to use them. I got carried away doing the layout. Also, I use this I think it's called from the sentiment bits and pieces, I think it's from. And so I do use that. And I end up cutting it down. So right, so I'm ready now to start to put everything together. So I keep everything in this little blue tray that's from A Little Magpie, an embellishment tray. It's really handy just to have all your bits and pieces in. And I've lost I found it now, but I'd misplaced, when I did this video, I'd misplaced my, what's it called, a distress tool, so I've had to use the edge of the scissors, which works really well. So I had thought about moving the paper to make it go horizontal, but I do turn it back and put it vertical, and then thinking, oh, you won't see as much paper, but by the time I've put all my elements to the paper, to the layout, that blue paper does get covered up. You only see parts of it. So on the fourth strip, I'm just going to stick some 3D foam to the right hand side, and I also stick 3D foam to the left hand side on the second strip. So these are strips of 3. Like I said, they're on a 6 by 4 photograph paper, and I've just cut them vertically in half. So basically that's how it's going to go, and I'm going to start to stick things down. Now remember, I wanted to put those doilies to the left and right side, and I stick this down, and then maybe in a minute I'll remember that I need to put these doilies down. And then I stick my photographs down, just slightly overlapping them and putting them out of line, if you will. So they're only out of line for about a centimetre, not even a centimetre, a couple of millimetres, just so that it gives a bit of movement to the page. So I'm just going to put the second one down, tuck it over the top at a slight angle. The third one goes down flat on the page. Just put a strip of double-sided tape, to the middle, and the right hand side, I just slightly tuck it under to the right hand side. And again, let it go on a bit of angle. Now I'm ready to put my tags in, and this, I think this is when I realise I've not put the doilies in that I wanted, even though the doilies are right there. And I'm thinking, oh, am I going to get them in now? Because I've tucked everything in. So I end up cutting the doily down, which is okay. And then I can slot that in to the side with the tags, 2 of the tags on top. So they go in there, and then I just slot the 2 of the tags on top. The top tag, I wanted to have it a bit more definition, so I just add a 3D foam just under, on the back, under the open circle. So it just raises it up a bit. And this is where I'm going to add my journaling, which I do off camera. So on the back of this one, I just think, oh, it just needs a bit more lift to it, to the top of it. So I've just had a 3D foam to the top, and then I can put that into position. I don't know if anybody's like me when the scrapping. I start with a nice clean desk, and then I end up with just working on a 12 by 12 inch square, which is the actual layout. I'm a really messy scrapper. So here I am trying to do the right hand side now with this doily, and everything obviously is all stuck down. So I do have to I do take that 4th strip up completely off, so that I can get it tucked in properly. Luckily I hadn't pressed everything down, so I was able to just readjust it and put it in, put the doily in. To, it more or less goes underneath the blue, I think. Yes, it does. So it's just peeping out to the right hand side corner. Trying to position that a bit back again, so that goes, it actually goes over the top. So I'm going back through my little blue tray, embellishment tray for my little magpie, and I have got at the bottom right, I found a lantern, so I've used that, and I've over the top, one of the words says magic of winter, which is great when it's frosty, and you can get these lovely photographs of the frost. And I just add 3D foam to the word and add that to the bottom right hand side. The next one says best season of haul, which I just add underneath the photographs, just near the tags. Just position that so it's just overlapping the lower edge of the photograph. And then now I need to put these in. So as you can see, I've obviously forgot that I wanted to put these in. So I end up cutting them down, which is fine. So now I can use a little bit on another side. I did cut that as an angle because I was going to use it as an angle anyway. So that can just get tucked in behind the right hand side. And as it's already it's printed like that, so it looks like I've done actual layers, which shows a great addition to these elements that they're producing now. So this tag I just cut down. Again, I can't get it in, flush in, so I cut the top off and put the top there, and then I use the bottom bit underneath the tag at the left hand side, and it just added another bit of element to the bottom. And then I'm tucking these in again, cutting them down to size so I can get them tucked in behind the blue. So that's where I said that I totally forgot about adding all these extra bits in and sticking my papers firmly down onto the page. And then I wanted to put this postcard element on. Obviously it is too big, so I cut it in half, and then I realised that the top element is quite green at the top, and I just wanted a thin border, so I ended up cutting the cutting it down, cutting the border at the top down slightly so that I can still tuck it underneath there, at the top where I wanted it to be, and it just looks like the full card is still behind those photographs. Then I go through my puffy stickers, and I knew I wanted to use this big one that says Frosty, so I just cut that out. And then there's on the sheet as well, there's one that says Days, which is only small, so I'm able to put the Frosty underneath. I did think about putting it at the top, but I ended up putting it underneath the photographs and add the Days underneath that, as you'll see in a minute. So I just place that down underneath the photograph. And I think this is I've nearly finished. And I found another, I think it's on the second sheet where I found the word where it says Days. And I've also used some of the arts from these puffy stickers around the layout as well. So I'm just placing them around there. Looking on the sticker sheet now to see if there's any more things I can put on, any word strips. So I do find a couple. So the top one says These Moments, and I have put one of the puffy art stickers next to it, so it says art These Moments. I've also got one that says Love This, that's I add to the tag. And then another one that says Welcome Winter, which is just to the left of the Frosty word. I do end up moving the art, I think. Sometimes when you take these stickers off, they have a slight border to them. I don't know why. Not all of them, the word strips, not all of them, but some of them do. So I'm just trimming off the white border on there, and I just move the art and then move the so the word strip can fit there. I do add a camera charm, I think off camera. So there's a few close-ups. So there's showing you how everything's really tucked in. As I've not put my camera charm on it while I'm doing that. So here's a few close-ups. Thank you for stopping by. If you don't subscribe to this channel, please do. We would love you to subscribe to this channel. Please also check out all the other DT's videos that have been uploaded. I'll be back later in the month with some more layouts using this fab collection. Also check out Ailicle Magpie's full collection of this range. Thank you for stopping by.